Hello and welcome to Comic Talk. My name is Brad and I'll be your host. So for today's issue, we're going to be having a look at Action Comics issue 980, and we're going to be continuing along with the Revenge storyline. Now, those of you who have been following along up until now, you'll know that the Cyborg Superman, the Eradicator, Mongul, Blank, and Metallo are all currently in cahoots, and their next person they want to get on board is General Zod. Now, this issue of Action Comics picks up with Hank Henshaw, aka the Cyborg Superman, giving his band of superpowered ruffians a pep talk about destroying Superman, while simultaneously making clear to us, the reader, exactly what each of their individual motivations for working together are. I think it's really cool that they've given us a really quick 1 or 2 sentence outline for each supervillain here, why they're working with each other, because we know that none of these supervillains are ever known to really work with each other, and that supervillains in the DC Universe quite often are out for their own personal gain. And so to see them all working together and then have a reason, a defined reason for each of them working together, I thought that was pretty cool. After that, Superman, returning from his destroyed Himalayan secondary hideout, decides it's best to check in on John and Lois. Now, John appears uneasy about the whole idea of having to adapt to life in the bustling city of Metropolis, and doesn't like the idea of having to make new friends. He, regardless of the previous events in Hamilton County, prefers to be back in small-town Hamilton County. Now, after this, Superman arrives through the balcony window, and they have a short conversation with John present about the teaming up of Blank the Eradicator and Mongul, and he also lets Lois know that his other secret fortress has now been destroyed. After reassuring John and Lois that he'll be fine, and declining John's attempt to join his father in tracking down the 3 supervillains, Superman heads off up to the Watchtower. There we find him discussing the particulars of who and where with Batman, and more importantly, declining Batman's invitation to help as well, before we see old Soupy speed off again to a place he calls Waller's Hellhole, which is Belle Revere Penitentiary. Now, recently a big black dome has popped up around it, and even Batman is currently unsure of what it is. Next, Superman and Batman, through the Watchtower's cameras, discover the Eradicator burning a supervillain-sized hole in the side of the dome, and Superman rushes off to find out exactly what's going on. Now, let's just take a moment right now to appreciate the fact that Big Blue has no idea that the Cyborg Superman, Hank Henshaw, is currently working with the Eradicator. Then we are taken back down to Earth, where the Eradicator is leading the Cyborg Superman through the dome, and we learn that the dome itself is actually imbued with the nullification forces of the Phantom Zone, and it's capable of rendering even the strongest mind insane. Next, we're treated to a 2-page spread of, essentially, Hank Henshaw's origins of what made him the Cyborg Superman and made him decide to hate the Man of Steel so much. And this is really cool for me as a longtime Superman reader, because this is the Hank Henshaw, this is the Cyborg Superman that I know. I know in the New 52, the Cyborg Superman was actually Kara's father, and, you know, it was kind of cool to have Cyborg Superman in the New 52, but I really did prefer it be Hank Henshaw. And here we go. Now the old origins of Hank Henshaw have now been reinstilled. And again, for an old Superman fan, I really find that awesome. Before long, Superman enters the dome and immediately becomes disoriented and starts having nightmarish visions of Jonathan and Martha Kent, his earthly parents. Soon after that, his doubt-filled nightmare visions interrupted as he's confronted by the Cyborg Superman and the Eradicator, but Superman manages to fight the pair off with actually relative ease. A blast from the heat vision there, a grab of the wrist, and a toss over the shoulder here. Now at this point, Henshaw, the Cyborg Superman, his human side is beginning to succumb to the Phantom Zone-like properties of this dome, and the Eradicator convinces him they need to keep moving and just go and get Zod, which was their main reason for being there. And so they do that, and they leave Superman behind in the dome to his nightmarish visions, and that's where the issue leaves us, right there. Superman being surrounded by all the people he feels like he's failed, and he's going to fail. What a great ending. Now, call me crazy, but I really like the idea that they all know that they really don't stand a chance on defeating Superman by themselves. And so the Cyborg Superman has this plan that himself, the Eradicator, Blanc, Mongul, Metallo, and then General Zod can all work together. And make no mistake about it, that is enough raw power that they could stomp out the Man of Steel. Superman really has a giant challenge in front of him right here. This is probably one of, if not, Superman's biggest challenge aside from Doomsday. Superman better call in the help of all his S-crested super friends to help him, because this is about to get real ugly. He should probably even call in Wonder Woman, and the Martian Manhunter, and Power Girl. Wait, is Power Girl even in DC Rebirth? No, I don't think she is yet. Maybe not Power Girl. As for the rating of this issue, I would give it a solid, firm 9 out of 10, because the storyline, the number one thing is the storyline, and what this story in the pages of Action Comics is doing is it's making me want to come back for every single issue. I'm not confused. I'm not bored. I know where it's going. I know what they're trying to do here. And to me, that is good storytelling. The artwork in it as well is pretty good. There are times when it seems like it gets a little bit sloppy, but all in all, the artwork itself is a 9 out of 10. So this issue overall gets that solid 9 out of 10 for these reasons. Anyhow, that's all I have time for today, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video to the end. I appreciate it so much. If you like this video, please slap a like on it. That way I know you liked it. If you have any comments about this video and what I have to say about it, please communicate with me down below, because I actually like hearing what you guys have to say. And if you feel like this is the kind of channel that has the content that you'd like to see more of, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button and you'll get more of what I do in your inbox on an almost daily basis. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching. Toodaloo!